Your host, John Livia, for Series in Silliness Bodybuilding. Do me a big favor, hit that subscribe button. It'll put a big smile on my face. Hit that like button because you know you're going to love this video because you love all my videos. And share and tell people there's this great new bodybuilding podcast. And this guy, John, is funny and he's handsome and he knows what he's talking about. He has great guests and whatever else I could think that's positive. I don't know. But just do me if I hit subscribe, like it helps a lot. Anyway, but this video is just a short review of the Arnold Classic Brazil coming up. But we recently had the Arnold Classic Ohio, which was a great show, and then we had the Arnold Classic UK, which turned out to be a fantastic show. This one is turning out to be really interesting, and I'm going to tell you why. The four big names is Good Vito, Carlos Thomas Jr., Tony O'Burton, Rafael Brandao. Those are the four big names in this show. Now, we still have time. Somebody else could throw their hat in the ring. But as of right now, those are the four big names. So I'm just going to go on that, right? The reason why this one is even more interesting is because you have two size guys and then you have two structure guys. You have Good Vito and Carlos Thomas Jr., who are as big as a house. And you have Tony O'Burton and Rafael Brandao, who have tremendous structure, just God-given beautiful physiques, right? But it becomes even more interesting because Good Vito we have not seen on a pro stage yet. And Carlos Thomas Jr. did one pro show and he did not look good. I mean, he did not nail his conditioning. And we are hoping that he will nail his conditioning this time. So we don't know which way this is going to go. I mean, Good Vito could show up and kind of wreck everybody with his size, kind of like a Ramy did years ago when he first did the New York Pro and he showed up on the scene. And it's like, wow, because that's how big Good Vito is. He is a massive human being. Carlos Thomas Jr. has is small in stature, but he has just as much muscle. And if he nails that conditioning, he could be the mass monster that takes everybody out. But we really don't know. What we do know is that Tony O'Burton looks great. And Rafael Brandao just took third in the Arnold Classic Columbus, Ohio, which is right behind Samson and Hottie, which is not a bad placing in that lineup. And Tony O'Burton came in 8th last year at the Olympia, which is amazing because that means he's top 10 in the world. So this one is shaping up to be pretty good. So what we're going to do is we are going to go and take a look at some of their updates on Instagram. And I am going to give you my predictions. So here we go. Let's see. The first person we're going to take a look at is Good Vito. And here's Good Vito. Okay. I mean, this guy, I don't think this really justifies him. He is a massive human being. He has tons of muscle and his legs. This guy's in shape. Okay. There's obviously guys in shape. Look at the separation of his quads all the way up. You see cross striations. I mean, he has tremendous shoulders. The only weak spot, I think Nick mentioned this on his Nick Strength of Power, is his triceps look a little weak, but it doesn't really matter because when you see this guy do a front double by, I mean, you don't really notice that so much. Like here's the front double by. His triceps don't look that weak. This is 2 weeks ago. He looks phenomenal. He looks ready to go. Yeah, he looks like he means business. And I am actually really, really looking forward to seeing how he does on stage because this guy has a tremendous physique. He's got good enough structure. No, doesn't have good enough structure. He's got really good structure and he has the muscle to back it up. He just has to come in shape. And it looks like from these pictures that he's coming in shape. So that's the first guy we're going to take a look at. The next guy we're going to take a look at, let's see if Carlos has any progress picks up because he hasn't been putting many progress picks up. See, this was his showing last year. This was last year. Yeah, he showed it to Texas Pro. I believe he took third, I want to say. And he looked good. You could see how much muscle he's got. He just didn't nail his conditioning. If this guy nails his conditioning, it's going to be very difficult to beat him. But he's got to show me something. He's got to show me, and not even me. He's got to show the world something. He's got to show that he's here and he's making a statement. And this is the show to do it. I'm pretty sure he's doing the Arnold Classic Brazil because I think one of his sponsors is from Brazil. But he's going to have to make a statement, and he's going to have to come in shape. I'm not sure who he is working with. And I believe me, I'm sure he knows that he's going to have to. But the problem is if he doesn't nail his conditioning this time around, people are going to be saying, is this guy serious? Is this guy going to be the talent that we need him to be? Or is he going to be a guy that just is just a mass monster and can't get in shape? Right? It's unfortunate, but one show is one thing, but you start showing up 2 or 3 shows not in shape, and this is what people are going to be saying. Now, yes, I know Carlos. He was on my old show on muscular development. I have not, and I also know his dad. His dad's a great guy. I respect both of them greatly. But I gotta call a circle, man. He's gonna have to show us something. Now, this video was, I don't know how long. This was from February, so this is a long time ago. We don't know. It doesn't look like he has any updated pictures, so we don't know if he's gonna come in shape or not. But that is normal for Carlos. Carlos doesn't really put a lot of progress picks up. When he was dieting for New York last year and then he got sick and he had to pull out, he actually shut his Instagram down. And then he got sick and he had to pull out, and then he wound up doing Texas. And yeah, like I said, he came in third and he looked good, but he just really didn't nail his conditioning. His conditioning was not even close to 100%. So that's Carlos. The next guy, let's see, Rafael Brandao. Rafael, and I understand I pronounced his name wrong, but this guy's got 1.6 million followers. Jesus Christ. Wow. This guy he just looks phenomenal. Okay. This guy just looks great. He's just got this God-given beautiful structure. And this was right before the Arnold Classic, Ohio. Let's see. He looked very happy. Let's see if we get and let's see. Here we go. Look, man. This guy wins on his God-given structure. He did a lot of homework and he put some size on it. If he could come on and nail that conditioning, he's going to be difficult to beat. He is, and we all know that he's going to have some home field advantage. I mean, Good Vito is too, but Good Vito isn't Brazilian by blood. Okay. Good Vito is, I believe he's from Russia and he lives in Brazil now, where Rafael is in Brazil and he is a fan favorite and this is right in his backyard. So he does have home field advantage, but I don't know if that is going to stop this guy. This guy is really making amazing progress. Tony O'Burton. This guy looks like he can be a bigger version of Dexter Jackson. His structure is phenomenal. And he has put on size. Since the Olympia, he has definitely put on size. He doesn't have any real flaws. What? His calves are a little shallow. All right, big deal. I mean, Dexter Jackson won the Olympia with no calves, right? And calves seem to be the last thing that judges look at. When you look at his quads, when you look at his midsection, his chest, his buys, I mean, his shoulders are amazing. He doesn't really have flaws. Could he use a little bit more size if he's going to go up against guys like Samson and Hadi and Dexter? Of course. But Dexter, Hadi, and Samson are not in this lineup. So we can only talk about who's going to be in this lineup. I mean, this is an amazing physique. I mean, look, he definitely put on a lot of thickness and show. I mean, he has an amazing physique. The traps, the muscle separation from the traps to the shoulders to the biceps. The kid looks just phenomenal, right? And this was, how long ago was this? Oh, he is in Brazil, so he's getting ready. This is actually how long ago? This is a day ago, 2 days ago, something like that. This is pretty recent. So he's just probably going to pull some water and he's ready to go up there now. Okay, this is going to surprise you, but this is going to be my top 4 predictions. Okay, in 4th place, I'm going to say Carlos Thomas Jr. Okay. And the only reason I'm doing that is because the last time he did a pro show, he did not come in shape. He came in good shape, decent shape. He didn't nail it. So I can only go on what he did then. Okay. He could, I hope he makes me look like a dummy and comes in shape and destroys everybody. I hope that's the case. But as of right now, I'm picking him to come in fourth out of this. I don't know who else is in the lineup, but these are the four big names. So I'm going to say Carlos four. Third, I know you guys are going to kill me. I'm going to say Raphael. I don't think Raphael is going to be able to get past Good Vito's size. Because Good Vito has the size, but he also has decent structure. He actually has good structure. He's got very good structure. I don't think he's going to be able to get past Good Vito's structure. Okay. And obviously, second, I'm going to put Good Vito. And I'm going to say Tony Burton is going to win the whole thing. Now, guys might think I'm crazy. I mean, I might be dead wrong. But the progress that I've seen Tony Burton make between the New York Pro last year when he won, and then going to the Olympia, taking 8th, and then the progress he has made since then, it is no joke. He is going to be a top 6, top 5 Olympian. As long as he keeps his head straight and he keeps progressing the way he is, he's going to be up there. And I think this is his year. I think you're going to see a lot of young blood come up and make statements this year. I want to see Carlos Thomas Jr. do that. But from what I've seen from Tony Burton, I think this is his show to lose. Now, you guys might call me crazy. You might say this is Raphael's show, so on and so forth. And you might be right. He might have home field advantage. But my opinion is Tony Burton is going to win because he just looks like he has that 3D look to him as well as great structure, right? And if he can nail that conditioning or even come in harder than he has in the past, I don't think there's anybody that could stop him, even a guy with the size of Good Vito. Now, Good Vito could pull this off too. He can come out and he could be chiseled and he could be huge because his structure is very good. And he could, like I said, he could pull a big Rammy and just out muscle everybody, which is very possible, but we have not seen him on stage yet. So I can't go on that as of yet. I mean, the last time we saw him on stage is when he turned pro. And of course, those guys couldn't hold a candle to him. And he was, because those guys were amateurs. It was a no contest. But that's my prediction. I predict Tony Burton to win this. Call me crazy, make comments, curse me out, do whatever you want. As long as you hit that like button and make comments and subscribe. I don't care what you do. Okay. But that is my opinion. And I will be sticking to that this week when I have the conversation with Phil Clayhar and Dorian Haywood and whoever else. I think Trevor is going to join us again. Pretty sure. He just signed with Raw, which is really, really cool. All right, guys. Serious and Cylinder's Bodybuilding. Your host, John Livia. Peace. Later.